Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Totally VR podcast. Today, I am Controser, and I'm here with my co-hosts.
Hello, it is me, Flat.
Hello, once again, I am Zycu.
Yes, and we have a wonderful main topic to hit today. Before we do, I would like to give everyone a quick invite to our communities. You can join us on Discord at discord.gg/tvr, where you can actually watch us live. And we even now, thanks to the great wonders of Zyku learning how the code works, gotten the chat to be a feature. Say hello, everybody.
Yippee!
Yippee! People can chat in our server now and see it on there. Yes, hello, Blue. And you can also join us if you want to come hang in our VR events in this VR community, TVR.2006. Look forward to seeing you in both. Now,
Yes, sir.
Come on down.
come on down.
We got everything. We got snakes. We got femboys. We
We
got
do?
Oh,
flat. We got
Huh? Huh? Just me?
furries.
I
Um,
don't fit into any of those
Everything you can
groups.
think of, we got
yo, what's up, Annie? So, our big topic for today. Yeah, femboys and flat is separate. That's crazy. Um, our big topic for today is Phantom Sense in VR.
Yippee! I've been excited to talk about this one.
And since you're so excited, why don't you get us kicked off?
Okay, well, I think we need to first explain Phantom Sense.
Yes.
Phantom Sense is basically feeling things when something isn't really touching you. So this can be like, for instance, in VR, if someone walks up to you and touches your arm or something, you could have a phantom sense that someone is actually touching your arm. Now, for to actually feel that, there's a lot of training, from between there and then that you'd have to do. A long, long time ago, I used to have myself pretty well trained on Phantom Sense, but
Interesting.
it is one of those things where you can very easily lose Phantom Sense if you do not keep training yourself because your brain is smart.
Very interesting.
see, it's actually the inverse for me
What?
personally. Excuse
You
me.
have it permanently?
So, for me personally, no, no, no. So whenever I first started playing VR chat several ages ago, I developed a sense of, or developed my phantom sense. It wasn't like a I can definitely feel someone grabbing me or touching me. It would be more of just like an imaginative, like I could, I guess, imagine what it would feel like,
Hmm.
and that was enough for me to like kind of feel it, I guess. So it wasn't
Uh-huh.
like a real sense, more than just like an like imagination type deal, which is what it ultimately is. There's no real phantom sense; it's all in the mind,
Yeah.
mind tricks, have you?
Mind games. Jedi
But
mind tricks.
I feel like the more I play VR chat, the less in tune I am with it, and that's only because I pay less attention to it.
Hmm. That's a very good
That's
assessment of that.
true.
Blue says it's kind of like a tingle, and I think that is a great way of describing it, like Spidey senses. Um, And this is the big disconnect I see when I see people in VR saying, "Oh, I have phantom sense. I have phantom sense," versus people who are just experiencing it. Is the people who really have it are like, "Yeah, I get like a tingling sensation a little bit, like a cold breath across the skin or something, where you know that that area of your body has a relation to it based on things you're seeing in VR." Um, like if someone comes up and gently touches your hand in VR, you might feel a tingle on your hand in real life because you're associating your virtual hand to your real hand. I, on the other hand, to make a
Oh my
little
god, a
pun.
hand mentioned.
And mentioned. I am actually completely different from both of you in that I have never, in my entire experience, in my entire 5,000 hours plus on VR chat, ever experienced Phantom Sense.
That's very crazy. Have you even tried? I feel like it's something you could very easily do if you just try. I mean,
there's
I know he's
for me
tried.
to first start didn't take that long,
yeah,
but it's just I had to keep doing it. That's the real issue, and that's when laziness starts to seep in.
I get that, and I've definitely put time towards it. Not like dedicated hours upon hours trying to get Phantom Sense to come across to me. However, I think my brain is either really dumb or really smart. Probably the really smart.
One of the two.
Um,
One of the two.
yeah, in the fact that when I put on the VR headset, I can't get my mind to disconnect the fact that I'm inside of a VR headset from the fact that I'm in the game. You know? Like a lot of people when they put the headset on, they can start to feel like they're in the game. And I know like Zyku and I have talked about the tunnel vision that I feel I get when I put headsets on because I can like I have such strong peripheral vision I can see the edges of the screen or it makes it look like I'm putting on
Mhm.
binoculars. And that never goes away for me. No matter how long I'm in VR, I can always see that binocular look.
Hyper aware of your peripheral.
Yeah. And I feel like these kinds of things all pull
Yep.
me out of the VR experience and just kind of makes it feel like I'm just playing a game, but with depth.
See, that's why you always say you want to
Okay.
get like the highest FOV headset because you're trying to immerse yourself.
Yeah, and that's why I've always
I
been
don't
saying I
know
want
though.
more.
Maybe it's just like it's maybe I'm just incapable of understanding, but I feel like it's just one of those things where like you don't even need to see that much and you would still feel it, but like I think that's just me being like I can't think outside my own brain.
Yeah. Now, Blue also did make a good mention, and I didn't think about this either, is the fact that recently I found out I have aphantasia. And for those
What is that?
who are not familiar with
The
aphantasia,
heck is that?
it is the
I'm not
inability.
familiar with aphantasia.
Yeah, so aphantasia is the inability to create mental images. So
Huh.
Dang, really? How does
It
that
also
work?
explain why you struggle with dreams.
yeah, absolutely. So a way to put this is, and this is the example that they always give you. If you close your eyes, and I tell you, picture an apple. Can you see an apple with your eyes closed?
Yes, but it's gray.
Yeah,
Because
it's
I don't know if
red.
we're
It's
talking about a
red.
green apple, a red apple, a yellow apple, a big apple, a
Bro,
small
mine's
apple.
instantly red. Mine's instantly
Yours
red.
is gray.
My mind came in
Interesting.
gray.
So, but you can change it to different colors if you were to be asked, right?
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
said
like every time I
picture a green
listed one.
apple,
Now, if you look at this apple with your eyes closed, can you rotate it? Can you twist it around 90
yep,
Yes.
degrees?
yep, pretty
Um,
easy.
I have a pretty incredible spectral ability.
okay. So
Bro,
you
my
are
apple
very
is so
high
round.
on the visual imagery spectrum, right? You can see
Mhm.
lots. I'm assuming lots of detail, like the skin, the pores. Some people can even cut the apple in their mind and take it apart, see the
I mean, I
seeds.
can visualize juggling it.
Okay.
It feels so weird to talk about this to me because this just feels like something like, yeah, everyone can do this. What are
Now,
you talking
here's
about?
the thing.
Yeah.
For me, if I close my eyes and I'm told, picture an apple, I just see my eyelids, the back of my eyelid, the darkness.
Dang.
I can describe an apple to you. Like I know the associations of words that go to that apple, but I don't see an apple. There's nothing there.
So you can't imagine images in your brain.
Exactly.
Do you think it helps to be like way more creative to like visualize this stuff in your
Oh,
brain?
I would be certain it would. I can't know for sure because I can't see it.
Yeah.
But when I draw things, like when I designed the Totally logo, I couldn't imagine a Totally logo and then put it onto paper. I just kind of had to do a ton of
Yeah,
different
that's what I'm
sketches, use
thinking.
reference images, and then kind of design things around that. Um,
What's
Because when
funny is
people
that,
like do art, I feel like they just know what they're drawing because they're thinking it in their head.
yeah,
I mean, my logo, Colin, when you made my logo, I literally was just describing to you what I saw in my dream,
yeah,
and you managed to do that perfectly. But you had to had it described to you.
yeah. I needed those words and explanations, and then he had to look at it and go, "Well, actually, I think it should be more like this." I could make it happen, but I
So how
had
does
to
this
either have the
relate?
word associations. So, I think when it comes to phantom sense, and I don't know that the
Mhm.
physical images, like being able to imagine images in my head, but I'm wondering if something like that might also play a part in my ability to have my brain just connect into the VR. Um,
Yeah, I mean, your brain's definitely wired differently, so it's not crazy to think that you'd have a different experience than most people would on a lot of things. Really, what
yeah,
do you think, Flat?
Well, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that he can't picture things in his head. I'm gonna be honest.
I will be
That
honest.
just feels so weird to me. My brain is so weird, I guess.
Yeah, no, I'll be
Well,
honest
it'd
with
be
you.
like someone trying to explain to you what the color green is or red.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Like, how can I even begin to understand how you can't do it?
Yeah, and for me, and I didn't know this for the longest time. I found a YouTube video that was talking about it. For me, I always thought when someone said picture this, it was just a figure of speech. They didn't
And you're
actually
just
mean
like,
to
picture
think of
what?
a picture.
Where's the picture?
No, I just thought they meant think about the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that is a crazy topic.
yeah, not quite the topic we initially meant to talk about, but it is very, very, very cool. So I think that that has a big change in the way that I'm able to interact with virtual reality, and especially in VR chat, where it's more of a social experience.
Hmm.
Because to my brain, I can't take the images I see and then create the imaginary section of it, or like really feel engrossed by it, because it's just something I'm viewing.
Right, and I
Yes.
think that's really important because when it comes to phantom sense, you have to understand that everyone's perception of phantom sense actually might be different. Whereas some people might feel a tingle or a warm sensation,
Hmm.
or just the idea of being touched isn't necessarily the feeling of being touched. Um, there's a lot of different things that could be gone into consideration when talking about phantom sense. And I say this because I don't know if you remember or not, but about a year ago, I uploaded a video about VR love, and um,
I do remember that.
a lot of
Yeah, you
people,
had me on there.
a lot. I mean, you were in it. I
Yeah.
hope you'd remember. But there's most of everybody that spoke in my video, because for more context, the video covers VR chat or love in VR and how it's real, and it talks about different aspects of VR love, the obstacles, what makes it worth it, what to avoid, what to look for.
Yeah.
And it's mostly perceptions of my friends. I just interviewed a couple of my friends. They're all really great people, to include Khan. He's an all right guy.
I hope so.
And almost
Yeah, he's all
everybody
right.
talked
I
about
mean,
everybody talked about physicality. And one of the
Yeah.
things that helps, according to everybody that participated in the video, is phantom sense. It helps bridge that distance. And that was a common topic in the video where people are just like, yeah, I mean, sure, you can't touch each other, but it really helps bring you closer. And the sense that you may not feel them, but it's like a sensation.
You know, I don't
I
think
it's
I
interesting.
agree with
trying to
you.
remember back to what I had said for that video, I don't think I ever mentioned the physical aspect
You
of the
did.
VR. I did? Okay. Well.
Yeah, we can roll it back
Yeah,
right now.
that's
We
right.
have a video
Oh yeah,
thing.
I could pull that
We can
up.
find your segment right now.
Let
Yeah, good. I
me.
want to see too. Actually,
Yeah, I'm
let's see what
gonna.
year-old Contro said.
Yeah. Let me find that while we're discussing things. I'll let you guys continue your conversation.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
so Phantom
I
Sense,
don't know.
right?
I'm still
Damn.
stuck trying to think.
I take a
How
step back and
can
then everything
Contro
falls
not see
apart,
the
huh?
apple? How can Contro not see the apple? What does
Quick,
the
we're
apple have to
derailed.
do?
No,
We're
but yeah,
Yeah, though I
it's
mean, I used to have a Phantom Sense for a good long while. Like I said, I think I actually stopped really training myself when I didn't really get like too affectionate with my partner at the time, so I didn't really have too big of a reason to have it. Or maybe it was I was so comfortable with them that I just kind of got like complacent, and we were
don't forget
always
to
like,
shift the.
yeah.
"Oh, finally, yes, let's go to Contro's
Oh
part."
yes, just stop your thought right in the middle.
Yeah, I had to stop my thought. I was like,
That's fair.
I
That's
don't
fair.
remember. I don't remember.
So yeah, this was Zycu's video. We won't show the whole thing. If you want to go watch it, I'll put a link in the description. It's very good, very well edited. I'm just gonna pump him up a little bit here. But this was in request to.
Plug.
There was a bunch of different sections, and each section was a different question. And I'll go through each of the ones for me specifically. Obviously, my avatar is very old in this, so I apologize for that. But is virtual love real?
Oh,
Genuine
hey, I
about
know which one
wanting
it
to
is.
actually have relationships with people.
Honestly, I've been in a lot of virtual relationship in my time playing VR chat. I could probably think of at least 5 that I've gone through, and some of them have worked out really well for a long period of time, and some of them have not. Some of them are very short. In the time that I've spent really experiencing love in VR, and really getting to know what that means, I've come to an understanding in that the love that I find with someone in VR is actually more of a love for a personality that they portray.
What defines love?
Yeah, so that was the first one that I had done where obviously I can see my feelings in that. It was you don't really get the full them in VR. You get kind of a part of
Yeah,
them
that's true.
and what they want to show off.
To be there.
There's a lot
And
of
then this
obstacles
was the obstacles of virtual love.
that I've faced personally with my relationships in VR. I'd say one of the biggest ones is physicality. It's a very difficult, especially since I'm not someone who gets the phantom sense or anything like that. It's very difficult to have that
Oh, hey, you
physical
said it then.
connection with someone when you're in a virtual space. Some people can get more immersed. I just wasn't one of the lucky ones.
Compared to a
Yeah. So even then, I mentioned it. It's like I don't get that sense of touch in VR, which can make a big disconnect for me.
Yeah.
And I would like to add, you did use the exact words physicality, which
Yeah,
is funny.
you are
Dang.
right. I did
you
use
remembered it.
physicality.
You remembered it like a hawk. What the?
I mean, it is his video.
It's
He put
almost
a lot
like
of
I
time
edited
into
the
it.
video for several hours. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Impossible.
But no, it is pretty crazy because I still feel the same way I did then, where it's I don't have that sense of physicality when it comes to how I interact with VR. And I think aphantasia might play a part. I have no idea. I don't know the science. If someone does know the science, please let us know in the comments, because I really would love to learn about this.
Well,
I think
seeing
you
as how
probably
I'm an
look
expert since
into-
I just learned about the word today, I have a feeling it would definitely play a part in the physicality of it and just actually connecting, really.
Yeah.
I think you can look into this phenomena as well by going and looking at the research of amputees, people who've lost their arms, and the science behind how they can or how they develop a pain since their arm is gone. Excuse me.
Mm.
And they're able to reflect their hand uh, and essentially be able to mimic the way that their good hand feels by looking at a reflection of their good hand in place of where their now amputated hand is. Because a lot of people, from what I've read and watched about amputees, is that when they lose their hand, they get this like ghost hand feeling, and they swear up and down that they can still feel their hand, but it's like clenched really hard and it hurts, and they can't do anything about it. But them seeing a reflection of their hand in place of where their hand should be helps them not have that sensation. Or another example would be where they can use a fake hand and smash it with a hammer by making you feel like that fake hand has sensation,
Yeah.
and they actually feel the pain. Oh man, we're about to get in phantom pain. Oh boy.
Yeah. Let me
There's
There we go.
there is still a
let me
lot
very
about Phantom
quickly.
Sense. I'm just waiting to talk about.
Yeah, let me very quickly cut to this. This I'm not gonna cut to the audio, so you don't need to worry about streaming it as well in the Discord. But this is exactly one of those examples that Zyku was talking about.
Oh,
Uh,
this is what I was thinking about. Yes, this is the
this
exact thing
is
I was
a
thinking
way
about.
that a lot of people train to get that phantom feeling for a very temporary experience. Yeah, it's from the BBC. And what they do is they take this rubberized hand and they interact with it and your hand the exact same time, but they have a blinder up so you can't see your hand. You only see the fake one. And then I think it's like hours of doing this. Eventually your hand, or you start to imagine the feelings you're feeling on that hand, and then they can take a hammer and just smack the hammer down onto the hand, which gives you a
And you're
it's
like, ah, my hand.
you don't get a pain, but you get a guttural reaction of quickly rushing your hand back because you're thinking it's going to get hit. So you can see they freak out, but it's not like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm feeling so much pain. It's more of that, this is my hand.
It's that
This has to be
initial I'm
me.
in danger shock.
Yeah.
Until your brain is like, wait. It's the same thing where like if you put your hand on a hot stove, like your brain doesn't take the short. Your brain takes a shortcut basically, and it pulls your hand away before it can like the logic can hit your brain.
Yeah. And I think
Mhm.
that is a thing with the phantom sense, but you then come into the connection of, well, this VR thing is me because that's all I'm seeing. And so you get those sensations of the brain danger, like, hey, something's happening. And I need to
So
react to this.
now we talked about like the cool side of phantom sense, and I think it's also
Let's talk about the
important to talk about
controversial
how
side.
there there is there are people out there that take it to the next level. Whether or not it's true or not true is completely only they know. Only they
Yeah,
know if it's
yeah.
true or not true. But I will say that there are people who will seem dramatic whenever they're talking about their phantom sense or phantom pain. Sometimes it seems over exaggerated. My advice, if you don't like that stuff, just walk away. Don't engage in an argument. It's always better to just be nice to people, even if you don't
Yeah.
agree with them. Um, but basically, there are people that will be upset if you touch them because they can feel it. There will be people that get upset if you shoot them with a gun because they can feel the pain. And where you might not believe that they feel it, it's really up to them and their perception. And we really don't know how real it is for them because it is ultimately them, whether or not you believe it. It's just who they are as a person, whether or not it's true or not true. It's a question of their character. But
No.
it is something that happens, something that
I
people experience
I will
or
bring up the
claim to experience.
video. Uh I'll ask you guys if we should actually show the video, but there was a video of someone from the furry community.
Another one you're thinking about already.
Yeah.
Another one you're thinking about. It's the one with the there is someone saying they had a phantom tomato allergy. Was that the one?
Yeah, yeah. So they were allergic to tomatoes in real life. And they basically were saying, do not throw the tomato emoji at me. I'm allergic to tomatoes and I have phantom sense and it will make me sick. Now that,
Yeah,
I don't think that's
it's
possible.
hard. It's hard to agree. Like, yes, you have this condition. I get it. It's hard, but it's at the same time, like, we don't know what's going on in their brain.
No, for sure.
We don't. And I don't know
Yeah.
know them enough to know if they lie like that. You know, it's
Yeah.
hard. And the brain is such a enigma. It's who knows, man. Who knows? It's possible. That's what I'll leave it at.
Yeah, no, I could
I'm
agree with
always
that.
gonna be on
Blue.
this side of like
if they do have it, it's
as long as it
placebo.
doesn't. Yeah, I mean, as long as it doesn't like actively disrupt, people. Like I actually don't even mind it. Some people
Yeah.
they will feel their own things, but there is plenty of tools that VR chat has for them to not fall
do
into
that.
these things.
Yeah.
Or not have these issues happen. And I understand they prefer it just because they like the immersion of it. But when it gets to the point where it disrupts people and disrupts things, that's when I feel like you gotta start using VR chat's tools.
Like if you have
block emojis,
Hey guys,
block people.
If you want to show that video, I say go ahead. It's on the internet. Anyone can go look at it. So we
That's
might as well show
true.
it.
I mean,
I don't know what
I am being pulled away for a brief moment, so I'll return shortly.
Okay.
Okay, good. Me and
And-
Contro can talk about it.
We can yap for a second.
Yeah.
Now there was
this
a
headphone thing that you put so much work into.
yeah, hell yeah. Now, this is actually the first time someone's been deafened in our VR stream, so you get to see
What
the
do you
cool
mean?
little.
I've clicked
You've
deaf
muted.
a couple times.
I think you've muted. I don't think you've deafened. But regardless, now we get to see our
Just change
cute,
that right
cool
now.
little thing of the headphones to deafen.
Yeah, it is so adorable with the headphones on.
Yeah, his is the best one. Ours are just kind of simple. You got headphones on the head, but his I stuck in the ears. I did my best I could with the editing.
Yeah.
Now, before I go into this video specifically, there was another instance that I had.
Do you have the video?
IRL. I don't have it pulled up.
Or should we?
I'm in the process of finding it.
Okay.
So actually, yeah, I'll find it in a second. The person that I ran into myself. Now, there's videos of people who do the things. I ran into someone myself, and we were playing around with avatars that had guns on them. And this individual turned to us and said, "You need to stop using guns on your avatar." And we're like, "Why?" And they're like, "I have phantom sense, and I can feel getting shot."
Oh, see, that's when I said like it gets disruptive, and that's when you need to actually take your own like abilities to stop that, like your own measurements, yeah, because
I'm back.
It's completely okay. Oh, hi, welcome back. It's completely okay to have these things, and I am never going to say you're not allowed to feel the way you do, or you're not allowed to say whatever the heck you want unless it's racist or whatever. But like,
yeah, because you're not the boss of me.
Yeah, I'm not the boss of you. But when you start saying it, don't you dare walk into me when you're running past me, because I have phantom touch or phantom pain, and when you touch me, I feel uncomfortable. There is something called a personal bubble in VR chat you can use for stuff like that if you really do have that, and then you can deactivate it when you're with your hubby or whoever you want to, and use it then.
Yes, I 100% agree. Now, here is that video.
Allergic to tomatoes.
I'm not getting recorded again. I'm done. This is the last
the
time
combat music.
I'm trying to hold my last back.
There's no ways who I think it is, right?
Oscar?
Oscar? Oscar?
Oh my gosh, it is. It is.
Stop throwing tomatoes at her. She has phantom sense. She's allergic.
Guys, what's wrong?
Stay away from me. Stay away from me.
Huh?
Don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that
Loud noise
emoji
warning.
again. Don't you ever.
Oh yeah,
emoji?
it is a little loud.
Tomato! He fucking threw it at
I
me!
can turn the volume down.
Bruh, dude, that tomato
There we go.
emoji is not
I
a
do
good
have a problem with
idea.
my
Do you
headphones
wanna
being
explain
open
while I
back.
get the goober to calm down?
Okay,
Oh, that's fine.
Let's go over here. Come here. You know how allergic reactions happen. She's allergic to tomatoes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and with how much her mind is tricked her for like phantom sense and all that, her brain still remembers the feel, like the touch, taste, all that of a tomato, and it would still cause her to swell up and whatnot.
Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
As you were saying, the more immersed your mind is into here, anything that happens, your mind is going to do a reaction to your body. But yeah, a lot of people don't believe in phantom sense, but when they actually look into it and actually be smart, yeah, they'll see that it's actually real.
Yeah, he gave me the whole.
Yeah. So that
Okay,
as
yeah.
an example.
I feel like in those instances though they are I feel like the person doing it is a little bit the person throwing the tomatoes is being a little like rude because they
Yeah.
know that they have like an issue and they are specifically doing that. But like,
And
go ahead. I'm sorry. I had nothing else to add to that. I don't know why I said but like.
okay, I just wanted to put a little disclaimer in there. The person that recorded this video is obviously doing it for entertainment purposes.
Yes.
They know this person has an issue with tomatoes. We do not condone any type of bullying, even for any reason whatsoever, especially for entertainment purposes. I don't think that this is appropriate. And I
Unless
just
they
like to remind
specifically are welcoming
everybody.
that. Like if you
Yeah.
got
Of
their
course.
permission ahead of time, but you know
Um,
they didn't.
Yeah. So, but this is just an example of the extremes that some people can take this phantom sense to.
Yeah. And I could
would-
absolutely
Like
get
we
bringing
said,
it
we
up.
don't know whether they have it or not.
Yeah.
In their brain.
and we can't like
Mhm.
just for example, Flat had no idea that my brain was capable of not seeing things like
True.
apples.
I'm still
So,
puzzling out in my brain.
it's very
bro.
possible that we don't know anything about how their brain interacts with VR, but it is definitely interesting to see just how drastically different people interact with phantom sense. Some of them,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sure,
best just
as
to
play
was
it
also
up.
remain
saying.
respectful.
Yeah, I'm sure some
Even
people
if
do
there's
play
a
it up.
solid argument, it's ultimately their word against yours, and they're the person with that brain in their head. So
Yeah, for sure.
Not until I put my brain in their head. I'm gonna
So-
take their brain and figure out for real.
Ugh.
Yeah, and as Blue is saying, like, safety settings are a powerful tool. And if you are a such person with this issue, and you yourself are like thinking of like lashing out at someone or saying like, please don't do that to me, just try and use safety settings unless they're like specifically in your like safe space, like you're with a group of friends or something that you like doing this, and they are just coming up and just being rude to you. That's a situation where I'm like, I'm gonna be on your side. But
you can count on. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, you're good. Keep going. Actually, you're about to add something onto it. I know.
So you can count on content creators like this to be looking for you if you have this type of condition, to get a response from you for doing the exact thing that you don't want. So, like Flat said, use your safety tool, or like Blue said, use your safety tools. There's so much in place these days to
Yeah.
protect yourself from becoming an internet meme.
You
Just
can block
use 'em.
emojis, you can block avatars, you can turn on the safety bubble, you can mute people if certain words are triggering. There's so many different tools available.
Mhm.
But
Yeah. Anyways, that's the controversial
that's the
side.
controversial side.
Yeah.
And going back to the good side, I am so happy for the people who can experience things like phantom sense and actually do, even if it's just tingles, like the smallest amount. It's very cool to be able to have that physical connection with someone through a virtual space. because I know for a lot of people out there who are in the VR chat community, relationships typically are found through the VR chat community, and you don't have that physical in the same space ability to happen. Like if you were to go to a bar and meet someone, or if you go to your school and meet someone, when you go to meet someone in VR, you are in VR, so you have to have some way to interact. Which is why in the same video that Zycu had created, I always made mention, use it as a tool to get to meet people, and then seek measures outside of it to continue the relationship, whether that be video calling, eventually traveling to meet them once you're safe, trust and safety. Don't go meet up with some potential pedophile or anything. Like we talked in the last video.
But I gotta meet my Discord kitten.
But make sure that you actually know the person, you're comfortable with the person, you've done video calls. Always make sure you do video calls before you go meet anyone online. But it is a great tool to really get to connect with people in a distance. So, exciting stuff.
Yep.
Now,
all right.
That was wonderful chat. So let's get on to some news, because there's been some stuff that's come up recently. Let's actually start with the cool one. All three of us are Nintendo fans, right? We all like Nintendo.
Yep. I love Fire Emblem with a burning passion. We need more Fire Emblem characters in Smash.
I'm not sitting here saying, because there are controversies with Nintendo. We still condone Nintendo for things that it does against its community. However, some of those community members have made some really cool stuff. And one of those cool things is called Better VR for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now this...
Please don't take it down, Nintendo.
Yeah, please leave this up.
Don't take it from us, Nintendo. It looks so exciting.
It looks so good. So this is Better VR Breath of the Wild.
Wake up, Link.
And my god.
Oh, frick, I can't use the paraglide. That'd be
oh,
so
true.
scary.
That would be quite sickening.
I just realized how much like vertical stuff is in this game.
I'm gonna have to like stomach it. I'm just gonna have to stomach it. If Link did it, I can do it.
That looks so immersive. Oh, and Breath of the Wild is such a beautiful game.
It really is. You can even feed the horses. That's crazy.
The sand surfing is what I'm gonna be excited for. It's gonna make me morbidly sick, but I'm gonna be...
You're gonna play like 30 minutes and be like, all right, I need to go puke for 2 hours and 30 more minutes. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hell no, brother. You ain't making me face off against the Hinox.
Blue said I would poop myself during the fights. Fair enough. Just imagine you're walking through the sand, all of a sudden a lizard attacks you from the left.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, it's so cool looking.
Yeah, and they did all the aspects of it quite well. You can see there's still a little bit of jank, but what's not to be janky out of a game is...
I mean, it's VR, so...
It's the cost for VR jet or VR magic, baby. That's what
hell yeah.
I will always want to experience games that weren't meant for VR in VR.
And the people who have not used VR, which I don't know how many of them are watching our podcast currently, but if you have not experienced VR, there's a reason we get so excited by stuff like this. And that's because the depth that you can see when you get in VR. Like, you think, oh, this is 3D, I can see 3D. No. The moment you put a VR headset on...
Yeah, it looks different on a screen.
And be able to see just how far away things are. It's incredible. Like, you can really get a sense of scale. Oh my god,
just seeing them pet that dog.
Yeah, the dog petting is real.
I want to do that too.
I'll mute it and
such a good
playing
boy.
in the background. We're talking about it. But yeah, no, I I love Breath of the Wild. It's definitely one of the best Zeldas that's ever come out. I'm in a big debate whether Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom is better. Because I think,
Oh, Tears of the Kingdom, easy.
yeah,
Breath of the Wild, because I haven't played Tears.
that's absolutely fair.
You gotta play it.
I feel like if you
I
go
haven't
into
beat Breath of the Wild
if you
yet.
go into Tears of the Kingdom with the mindset of this is Breath of the Wild 2, then you might not have as much of fun, the story wise. But if you go into Tears of the Kingdom and think this is what Breath of the Wild could have been, then it makes it 10 million times better. Because it's just a really good game, but continuity wise, it doesn't really connect.
I gotta finish my Breath of the Wild run through.
You really
I'm at
do.
Ganon's castle.
Oh my god, you're right there.
Oh,
Dust
wait,
off the old-
after defeating all the divine beasts?
Yep, I am at Ganon's castle.
You're right at the end, brother.
Yeah, he got to the final boss and he's like, I don't want it to end.
Well, I was
Come
on
on, brother.
deployment.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
my computer
That makes
broke and I
sense.
didn't have anything else to do. And then we redeployed, so that means we came back, and I just haven't touched it since. I have my PC. I have 100 million games that I need to play.
Honestly, now that you're part of the Steam family as well, even more hundreds of millions of games.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, and still nothing to play.
Yep.
All these games and nothing to play. POV, Steam user.
Basically, it's like the old issue with when you had a DVR in your house like 15 years ago, and there was nothing to watch, even though you had like 4,000 channels.
Yeah. Blue made a mention here. I still maintain Nintendo needs to make a VR headset of its own. It actually did.
Yeah, it was called the Cardboard, or
The
was the
Cardboard.
Cardboard?
No, that's
or the
Google.
label.
That was
It's
Google.
like the Cardboard.
But it's Labo.
Oh, never mind.
VR, Nintendo Labo VR. And it was a very small thing that they did as a test experience. Labo was this.
So,
go ahead.
I have a theory.
Yeah.
I think Nintendo experienced with virtual reality way ahead of its time.
Oh, for
so much so
sure.
the headset was a steel, like attached to a platform
True.
system. You just put your eyes against it, and you can't move your head, of course. Like, they didn't have any type of gyro like technology yet to move your head around. But
Yeah.
they did it. It flopped. I think they're scared to put investment
And
in
they're
VR
never gonna do
right
it
now.
again. Oh,
I mean,
sad
that's
because probably true.
That's one of those company things. Like they back in the day, they also experimented with letting other companies use their IPs, which is how we got the Zelda CDI games.
I thought you were gonna say that's how we got the Mario movie.
It's also how we got the original Mario movie. Yeah. So the original Mario movie happened, and they're like, "Well, we're not gonna let anyone have our properties because this is a flop of a movie. Why would we make more?" And then they let other companies make games using their main characters, and then the Zelda CDIs came out for the Philips CDI, and then Nintendo's like, "Yeah, no one's allowed to touch our properties anymore. This is Garbo."
You
Link's not supposed to talk.
killed me. Good.
We gotta watch that at some point.
Oh my
Just don't
god,
have
some
that.
of those cutscenes are so
What?
funny.
Yeah, the CDI cutscenes are so good.
But they're slowly breaking back out of that. Labo for the VR, the Zelda live action movie that's coming up, the Mario movie. So we'll see. We'll see how much more they're willing to open up with things like that.
I don't have much hope for Nintendo until they pull back on their Nintenjas, their legal team.
Yeah.
But that's a whole
Nintenjas.
other topic.
Actually,
Yeah,
Blue,
you don't know. You're just be sitting in your chair and
the
they're gonna
Labo
walk up behind
was
you.
VR and not
Cut you
AR, because you put the Switch into the Labo VR, and you're looking at the screen of the Switch in the VR. So you're not looking at things in the real world through the VR headset or the AR headset. You're looking at the screen of what your game is, and there was actually a version of Breath of the Wild that you could run through the VR Labo, but instead of it doing it like this, where your hands are Link's hands and your head is Link's head, it just put you in a 3D perspective overlink and you could look around Hyrule while Link was running in front of you.
Sad.
So it
It's
was
cool, but it was just
it's cool.
Jack wasn't there.
There is definitely some VR games
It's
that are
not
like
this
that,
cool.
but it's not quite as good as really being Link, which I think this Better VR really, which I think is why it's called Better VR, because they already had Breath of the Wild VR.
I feel so cheated when games do that. Like they have their VR mode, and it's just like the game, but you're in like VR, so you like you're just still on the same perspective. You don't interact in a VR environment. You're not utilizing the VR environment.
Yeah, so this was the Nintendo Labo for Odyssey and Breath of the Wild. It's the only ones that really had it. So you can see. But the Mario one was just 3 new mini games, so you were like stuck in one position. Which was, it's a cool that Nintendo even attempted this. But I wish they would have done a little more.
Yeah, the market's not there for them. The investment's not good in their eyes.
Yeah.
Maybe with this Better VR thing, they might reassess what VR means to their community. Like, Nintendo needs to hire people that are doing this stuff with their IP, not sue them.
I agree. I agree.
What are you talking about? Sue that small child named Luigi now.
So you can see, now that they're doing this, it looks pretty much exactly the same as Breath of the Wild, but instead of controlling the camera with your stick, you're controlling the camera with your head. So, a little different. Not quite as good as what we were just showing. Another really cool thing is Counter-Strike. As old as Counter-Strike is, also got a VR version that someone made.
I thought it was a live update. Like an actual...
Like, there's a community that runs
Am I
this
crazy?
thing, yeah. I think this isn't like from Counter-Strike itself. I think Counter-Strike is just regular, and then people make a mod for it.
It's not. Valve loves allowing people to make mods for their games.
Dude, Valve is
unlike the person we just talked
kings
about.
of modify or community
of community content.
Yeah.
Yeah. This Counter-Strike is just way too old for me to even think of like playing.
That's absolutely fair. There's definitely Pavlov, which is basically Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I played a lot of
What is that?
Pavlov before they made some significant changes to it, which kind of turned me off.
That's fair. What were you saying, Zycu?
Imagine finding love in VR, but in Pavlov.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, that ain't happening. Ain't no way.
I'm sure there's someone. But yeah, so we're starting to see a lot of people pushing VR modifications for their games. And it is...
I'm still waiting for them to make the Resident Evil 4 VR mod for the remake.
Love at First Bullet. That's really good.
That would
Blue.
be cool.
It's gonna make a whole new phrase of "son of a gun" come back around.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing that we had in our doc, I won't go too in depth on it. There's actually a thing called Unreal Engine VR, which allows you to do kind of like the Nintendo implementation of VR, where you can see your character third person or be in first person on your character, but you're still using a controller to play. But it lets you experience Unreal Engine games in VR, which is a really cool step in the right direction for getting VR games. I think the biggest
there are
problem...
a significant number of them.
There are, yeah. I think the biggest problem that we're running into in the VR community as a whole is just the lack of content. Like, there's so...
The well's all dry.
The well is so dry. There's
but we're
so
getting a
much
lot of hardware,
potential.
so
we're getting a lot
stuff
of hardware,
is gonna happen.
And we're getting a lot of... we're getting a few experiences that are really, really good, like the Half-Life Alyx.
Tech demos.
There's the tech demos, yeah. But the problem that we run into, especially with Meta and the way they take their step into this, is exclusives. The PC VR community has been locked out of a lot of really good experiences because Meta bought them all. And then
Yep.
you run into the other problem
To
of...
be fair, they also funded them.
Yeah, I mean, that is fair. I'm not knocking them for wanting to have it on their own platform, but it does limit the people like you and I who play PC VR from being able to experience a lot of good VR content. And I feel like with VR being so new, and I say that retrospectively, I know it's been around for over 10 years now, but with it being so new in technology as a whole, we really need to build numbers first, then look at, well, now here's an exclusive from us.
Just give it a few
Oh,
years.
man.
It's only a matter of time
I'm-
till we get a announcement from Meta that they're going to be releasing a PC port for all VR headsets.
That would be great.
I'm still getting laughed at work when I say
have
I
to use a
I
Facebook
play
account.
VR.
Ugh, never mind.
Ew,
You
yeah,
still get laughed at work when
gross.
you
I
say
don't
what?
think so. I still get laughed at work when I say I use VR.
Well, that's because you're
I
working
get
as
the opposite
an
reaction.
eye doctor.
Oh, really? Yeah, true.
The people that I work with, when I tell them I play VR, they're like, "Whoa, what is that like? Can I come over and try it?" And then I do the same
Yeah.
thing that Con did with me when I first checked out VR, where here's Beat Saber, go crazy.
That's the one I always
Yeah, I
show
think
people.
mine are just way too old pilled.
That's fair. Yeah, I like coworkers that I have. I've gotten a couple of them to be like, "Oh, I want to try," and then but they're like, I would love to try, but I know that I get a little sick and things like that." Or I have like my boss who's really really ancient, and he just blows it over and continues on with his conversation.
Yeah.
Doesn't get it.
He doesn't get it. He's too ancient, but it is
Kinda like someone else
always
I know.
interesting. And I love when I do show people VR, the number one thing I do is throw them in Beat Saber. Because it's action packed. You don't have to move anywhere. You can just stand
Are you
in
sure?
one
You
spot.
have to move a little bit, don't you?
You have to move
like
to
move to the
dodge
side and move to
walls.
the.
You have to dodge.
But it's not
Yeah, that's
it's
moving.
not one of those things like I have to move my character 20 feet and I don't have 20 feet in VR, you know?
Are you sure? I mean, I'm sure a couple people have 20 feet. You never know.
Yeah, the people who
We
have
gotta just start counting.
warehouses. I don't have a warehouse to walk around in, so unlucky for me, I have to stick to my single room. And it's, I mean, I'm lucky because my room is large-ish. I've definitely had more room to move than others. But when you have someone get thrown into the VR experience, you, oh my goodness.
That's the joke that I was making, and then it went right over your head.
Yeah, it really did. I do apologize. One of our friends in our community is the butt of the joke for loving feet, even though he doesn't really. So, but yeah, it's one of those things that VR is very cool. I just wish we had more experiences and more games, because there's so much potential, and so little being done with it. Like imagine a Portal 3, but make it VR.
Imagine a Portal 3.
Imagine a Portal 3, yeah. I don't even need to speak about
Imagine
the
the number 3 in the front of any of Valve's game.
So a Portal 3 for me would have to include VR and a time portal.
A time portal. Oh,
Time
that'd be very
portal.
complicated.
They can't just do the standard blue and orange. They also have to do like a green and another color, and it'll be like a time portal. So if you go through it, you're going like back a few seconds or something.
That makes my head hurt just thinking.
You know, that's the thing.
That's
I hate puzzles.
That'd be epic.
It is a thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There was a person
Break Your
who
Brain
made
Simulator.
a modded community, another community mod thing, and he made Portal. I forget what the name of it was, actually. I've played it. It was like Retrograde or something like that. But Portal something. Portal Reloaded, I think. And it included a time portal. It was super fun. Very, very hard though. Very difficult.
Mhm.
Now, VR Chat also had some developer news that they recently dropped. And we're going to quickly go over
Yes.
those
Boy.
things. It's not a ton, nothing too crazy, but they did make an update on the thing we talked about 2 weeks ago.
Grab your pitchforks. Grab
Get
your
ready.
torches. Be
So,
rallying.
to get us started off, the trust and safety. That was a huge topic we talked about a couple weeks ago. And the trust and safety this time around was about how they're changing reports. And originally, if you made a report, like you said, someone's avatar is bad, or someone's world is bad, or I want to report this user for their actions. You
Behavior.
had
Activity.
behavior. You had to go to the VRChat website and then fill the VRChat website out. That is
There was
really
an
bad.
in-game reporting feature, but it
was
dog water.
so
It wasn't
bad.
very good.
You would go to fill it out, and then you'd try to type something in, and it's like, no, this doesn't work. You need to go to the website. Like, well, thanks.
But it's improved.
It is improved.
They did good.
Thank
So they're
goodness. And they
shifting it.
are telling us to use the in-game reporter more and use reporting more.
Yeah, so they said,
So
in
I am
short,
so ready
we
for
are
that to be a bigger
heavily
thing.
encouraging users to use the in-client reporting system for most things. It's easier, faster, and it's for both the users as well as our team. And then you can continue utilizing, my lord, you can continue utilizing the help desk form for appeals and reports that include attached evidence. So if you are if you need to add a screenshot or if you need to add a video recording, you still have to go through the website, just so you're aware. Which I think is stupid. Video recording, get it. But I think they should have a form fill in their web report. I mentioned this a couple weeks ago, I believe, and I'm going to say it again until VRChat hears us. Add a button to pull out your camera for the report, and it doesn't show the camera in-game to other players, that you can take a photo of the person who's being problematic, and then it immediately attaches it to the report and doesn't save it to your hard drive. And then that can be on the report.
I think any sort of innovation on their reporting system would go a long way, especially if they're trying to encourage us to use it more. They need to understand that it needs to be good to interface with first, because people are going to just overlook behavior just because they don't want to interface with the reporting system.
Oh yeah.
And actually, when I'm looking at this now, do they really have like an in-app reporting thing? Because I'm clicking the
They
links
do.
here that it says, and it's like I'm going through it, and it just says like fill out the form, press the report button, and fill out the report, and it's not showing a picture of the in-app report. So is it just telling you to go to the website?
So these developer updates are kind of like snapshots into what they're working on. I don't think it's currently
Okay.
in build, but it's something you can inspect very soon in game.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Then I'm happy for that, because
There
like I said in
is-
the last podcast, I've been using the I've been using the current reporting system, and it's not good.
Yeah.
It's pitiful.
Yeah, I can agree with that. It definitely has a lot to be desired. Now, another thing that they've been working on is a new feature for cosmetics. So they've been dropping a lot of new cosmetics, which include like your intros when you enter worlds, and your exit effects, and portal effects, and drones. And with these things, they are now adding a random button. So if you have
nice. Just like Fortnite's random button.
Yeah. So if you have 5 different portals that you have bought, which, dear Lord, if you do, that's cool. I wish I could have that kind of money. If you have 5 different portal effects,
How much do they cost?
I mean, it depends on the portal effect. They're probably a couple dollars each.
Oh,
They're
really?
between
How much
$2
is
to
one?
$5.
How much did yours? Okay, 2 to 5.
I think I
Yeah,
had like
Okay.
5 portals.
I mean they're not terrible, but you got to buy the V-Bucks first and then use the V-Bucks. So
You got to give your money to them first, and then you can decide which one you want.
yeah, and then it's one of those things too. It's like seasonal. So once it's showing up and see the event's over, you can't get them again.
Man, those are so difficult to work with. I just feels
Yeah.
I hate interfacing with those because it's just like I'm missing out on something.
Yeah, they're
I'm never
they're
gonna get it again, so I
they're
have to get
definitely
it.
pushing that FOMO for sure. But with the random feature, if you've got 5 different portal effects, you can set it to random instead of a specific one, and then it'll just choose at random one of your effects. So you might drop a
Which is a
portal.
really good idea.
Yeah, you might drop a portal and it'll be the ice portal,
Especially
and
when I
then you
get
drop
more.
another one, and then it's a chimney. Yeah,
What?
never having a VR Chat Plus, I get it. There's a lot of cool features, but the price tag can definitely be a big barrier for people. What I think, and I've seen a lot of other things do this, is they should have a VR Chat Plus trial. Here's another feature for you, VRC. Listen in. Pay attention. Jingle jangle. We're gonna
You
put some keys.
The age
Give
verify
out our
for
services for free?
you have to have age verify in UK for VRC Plus. Is that a thing?
I don't. That's a good question.
I wouldn't
Actually,
know. I don't live in the UK.
Is it like required?
they don't know.
But
I wonder if you
I'll
just get
also
gifted
say
VRC Plus if it just works.
I am using VR Chat Plus now because I
Yeah.
have it, and I'm thinking I might actually keep having it because it's really cool.
I specifically
Yeah, it's
have it
nifty.
just for the world favorites and avatar favorites, and the stickers. And
I am
those are the only
stuck
features I
on
care
how good the
about.
prints are,
The prints are
and I
pretty
don't want
nice.
to lose my prints.
The prints are pretty
They
good.
got me with the prints.
I can't tell you how many times I've gone into a world and he's like, collect my prints. And it's just a picture of his face.
Collect my prints.
I need to up
Collect
the
my
print limit.
prints.
He can't get over that
Yes,
joke.
please. Can I get 8 prints? Can I please get 8 prints? I
He's
have to
becoming
spread them
Slender
around
Man.
the world.
We need to stop him. He's becoming too dangerous.
Collect my prints.
He hasn't committed a crime yet.
Yes, he has committed crime, Blue.
Oh, never mind. I
Yes, he
lied.
has.
Um,
Like we don't have proof.
I
but
can't.
we
I
know
can't show it to
he's
you.
done
But
it.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, good. No proof yet.
Well, unless you consider mass genocide in video games to be a crime, then he's definitely done that.
Oh, I love doing that. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah. See, caught him red-handed.
Who are we talking about again?
What's next on the docket?
Yes. So the next thing that they've done is
How about another joke,
visual
Marty?
improvements to the marketplace, where you can now see live previews of all of the items that you can get. So if they're showing off like the bubble gun, you can see what the bubble gun actually does. If they're talking about the portals, you can see how the portal would look in a
Avatars.
3D space. Avatars, you can see the avatars in motion. So that's nice. The avatar one especially is going to be huge.
It's always good to see what you're buying.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, the fact
Updates
that
to
you
the
can wear
marketplace
avatars.
makes it a lot easier for people to buy things because they can see it.
Yeah, and like I was saying, jingle jangle again. Sorry, I jingle jangled and then I didn't tell you what I was gonna say. VR chat, but VR chat, pay attention real quick. Make
Jingle jangle.
make a 10-day trial that people can do, where they can just use your VR chat plus features, and it's a one-time only thing. That way they can get a taste of how good it is, and they will want to buy it. The only way now for people to get a taste and get the desire to want to buy it is for someone else to buy it for them first.
Which they want.
There's people who will, but what you need to do is give people the option to trial run it, even if it's 7 days to 14 days, something, 1 to 2 weeks. Let people play with it. That way they can really go, oh, I have all these worlds saved now, and then have it get yanked away, and then they go, oh, I want that back.
The VR chat devs seeing my subscription expire, and then Epic Demon Slayer 67 making a new account.
Yeah. Now, some sad news.
Yeah, I would.
You know,
I would totally
Oh, go ahead.
just. What?
No, your friend. You would totally just.
Yeah, I would totally just make 1,000 accounts and then just keep getting
Literally making accounts just to do
the
the
thingy
VR chat.
1 week.
Man, you would have to build your trust rank on every single one of those.
just to have
Would
it.
you? Do you think they would
Avatar
only
blood.
give it to you if you were like a certain?
No. I don't
Oh
think
yeah,
that.
that's another thing is that when you get VRC Plus, it boosts your trust rank. So kind of
True.
there would have to be a dynamic, like you have to buy it.
Yeah,
The
you had to
trust rank.
buy it for it to build the trust rank, not use it. Obviously, but
You'd have to buy it for a lot of things, like the verification too.
yeah. So don't make the age verification part of the trial. Make the age verification part of the official, but give you access to some of the features so people can experience the cool stuff, like more avatars, more worlds, stickers, emojis.
Yeah, and I guess the thing that is going to give you that kind of experience is seeing everybody that has VRC Plus use them. For
Yeah.
instance, being able to drop a gag. What is it called? The tube.
Oh,
The little
the
tube that you
grown
turn
tube.
over and it makes a really disgusting noise.
The grown tube.
The grown
Oh,
tube.
that.
Yeah, so like, if you see that, that might pique your interest. Seeing people with their profile pictures and their names.
I
People
remember when
talking
that was
about
the
the
only
custom
thing.
backgrounds on their menus. Like, I think there's enough advertising in people's face to where they know they
Yes,
don't
James.
have to give a trial for VRC Plus, and it's something that I just don't see them ever doing because of how much VRC Plus is in their face with the emotes, the stickers, the prints, the drones. Like, it just goes on and on. There's no way to be on VR chat and not run into a VRC Plus user unless you're just in a private with someone who also doesn't have it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just how good their features are.
Mm-hmm. So I think they've kind of thought about that, and they probably just want people to gift it if they don't want to buy it themselves.
Something else I forgot to show off when we were showing off all those videos is Left 4 Dead 2 has a VR mod as well.
Oh.
And this is a video of a guy
Oh my God, I
playing
love
it
Left 4 Dead
on a
2.
VR treadmill. And just how crazy VR treadmill experiences have gotten. I think he's using a custom one because I don't think I've seen a publicly purchasable one with that kind of like strand things on the side of the waistband.
He's tethered to the corners of his room.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that before. I've seen the strap that you can put around your body and you're attached to like a metal arm, but
Dang, that looks fun.
right?
Every day we grow closer to a Ready Player One reality.
You want to get in shape real quick? You want to go buy a VR treadmill for $2,000 and then just do this?
All right, I'll do it. One of us has.
Imagine your
get
heart
two
rate
more.
running from these zombies.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I think the graphics are kind of like not as good. You'd have
it's
to like
Left 4
install a
Dead
couple
2.
graphics mods to like really. Well, yeah, I know it's old.
But yeah.
Not saying Left 4 Dead 2 is like bad looking, but
yeah. So Left 4 Dead 2
textures are definitely
would
dated.
be pretty cool to play in VR. I think it would be very intense for sure. But you got to do it with the treadmill. I feel because moving around a ton using your stick would just not have the same experience. Also, another quick thing: Cyberpunk VR has been taken down. It was a paid mod.
That's right.
Moment of silence.
I have no idea what the story is behind this. Can you please educate me?
So the person who did it said, many of you noticed 2 of my recent posts disappeared about a week ago. I apologize I could not comment personally about the fact because there was an ongoing legal exchange. Now that the dust is settled, I'm even
Zoom
more
in on that.
sorry.
It's a little small.
Yeah. Zoom. Let me. That doesn't help.
Click on the image.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Now that the dust has settled, I'm even more sorry to announce that we're leaving behind an adventure that so many of you deeply loved and enjoyed. CD Projekt SA decided that they would follow in Take-Two Interactive Software's steps and issued a DMCA notice against me for the removal of the Cyber 2077 VR mod. So, it
Did we get a video for that?
I can find a video of it probably. Let me quickly.
Yeah, and I guess while you get into that, I can definitely say that the reason for this takedown wasn't because they made a mod with their IP. The problem is they made a mod with their IP and they were selling it. While I
Yeah.
understand the developer of the mod is trying to make some money, it's not their property to sell without permission. And so, whoa, I'm moving around.
Yeah.
My bad there.
I was saying the same
Basically,
thing.
it was wrong to do that without permission, and that's why they're getting struck down. I don't think CD Projekt Red is in the wrong, or Take-Two Interactive is in the wrong at all. I think they were right. It was a good move to protect their IP because they were selling
This
their
just
IP
looks like
without their permission.
regular gameplay. Where's the VR?
But it is a very sad story because instead of releasing the mod on GitHub for free for everyone to enjoy, the thing they put a lot of work into that they're trying to make money on, they're just taking it off the shelf entirely and saying, it's not about you guys, it's about the money. So shame on the
Yeah, the
developer.
money. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
thinking
here's
like, I
someone.
wonder if CD Projekt was like, "Hey, I'll let you release it, just you can't sell it."
You know, I don't.
But they were like,
They might not have.
I
I
kind of want
think
money.
they might have just been like, you can't do this. You need to take it down.
Maybe they were just
It was
they
about
didn't
the
trust
selling
their.
it.
Yeah, but apparently
'Cause there's
Take-Two
plenty of
Interactive
mods
did
out there.
something similar for GTA. So it's a
Mhm.
shame, but if you're gonna make mods, you can't ask people to buy your mod. You can ask for donations, but you can't ask people to buy it because it's
Yeah.
that's against the terms of service.
Unless it's Skyrim in like 2020, you can't buy mods.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And for those who have not played, there is a VR mod for Outer Wilds as well.
Here we
I was
go.
not expecting this one coming. I was not.
We're
This
going off
one was
script. We're off script, ladies and gentlemen.
We're off script. I'm
officially
doing it.
derailed.
I'm doing it. But yeah, there's a VR mod. The color in this looks terrible video wise. But there's a VR mod for Outer
Dang,
Wilds.
I guess that's what it looks like in game.
No, it does not
Shaking
look
my
like that
head.
in game. But the VR mod in Outer Wilds is amazing. It really, the scale of the planets is like 10 times bigger in your head. Because it's like, oh, I'm in a little tiny sandbox when you're playing in the game, but when you get in VR, it's like, oh, these are huge ass planets. So very cool, very cool. All right,
Yuppers.
we hit those topics. So that goes into all of our VR news, other than VR in prison, which we can go over very
We can
briefly.
make a quick note
Very
on.
quick.
Is the
Yeah.
rep
That's
still there? I
very,
thought you
very
said it
quick
was
note. A
removed.
very, very quick note.
What's up, Zycu?
I thought you said the post was removed.
I found another post regarding it. So
Oh,
that
awesome.
specific one that you had sent got removed, but I found one from petapixel.com, which basically talks about how California prisons have actually started doing a new thing. There's a nonprofit organization called Creative Acts, and they're doing an initiative for inmates who get thrown into solitary confinement by allowing them to use VR so they're no longer as solitary. Hopefully that does not mean
How
they get to play
sweet.
VR chat.
I hope they don't break it. Me logging on to VR chat from solitary confinement.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine you're like, oh,
Man, I kind of want to go to jail now.
no. But I was like, oh, if they had like a pedophile in VR who gets thrown in jail for being a pedophile and then gets added to solitary confinement and then gets put on the VR headset and go back into VR again.
No, brother is going straight to Roblox with that one.
Oh,
He's putting on the
God.
VR headset and Roblox.
But no, I think this is more of a, you get to use the experience so you don't feel like you're in a tiny box. Hey, put on this headset so you're not
But
in a
only
tiny
if you're
box
a
anymore.
good
Now you're
boy.
outside.
Yeah, only if you're a good boy.
If you're in solitary
You have to be a
confinement, are
good
you
noodle.
ever really a good boy?
That's true.
Well,
I
I
don't
mean, if
know.
you're behaving in solitary confinement, I mean, maybe they'll throw
Not
you
trying to tear off the door.
Yeah. So it's just gonna come down to let's figure this out and see how this works out for everyone. But they said they offer VR experiences and it aims to mitigate adverse effects, providing inmates with a semblance of normalcy and connection to the outside world. So maybe they do let them on VR chat. Who knows? But it's just in California. So if you're in California and you're somehow going to be going to prison sometime, you might get the chance to
Me
try
going to
out this
California
program.
just to commit horrible acts against humanity, so I may be put in prison.
Oh gosh, Eddie says, imagine them giving them VR games like Outlast, and that's what they have to do. Just horror, just straight up horror games. It's like you were bad. Play horror
I would
VR.
enjoy that. I would thoroughly enjoy that.
Oh yeah, you would. You do like the spooky stuff.
Yeah, the spooky stuff is real fun to play.
All right, so we're gonna go into our totally news. This is the 10th episode of the podcast. Oh, Mouse says sometimes they get themselves sent there so they can have protection from other inmates. Absolutely fair. Yeah, it's if
I wouldn't
you're in
know.
danger,
I don't really know that
you
much
wanna-
about prison.
Yeah, if someone's like trying to physically attack you, you can get pushed into solitary confinement so they can't get to you and mess with you. So I can see the benefit of the VR for those specific individuals. If you are watching this as the 10th episode of the podcast, thank you so much. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, they're all on YouTube, on our YouTube channel on ToadilyVR. And with this 10th episode, we're going to be finishing off our season 1 of the ToadilyVR podcast. And we'll be moving into season 2, which is more of the same with a little more of an upgrade. What's up?
Am I crazy or did Zycu just disappear?
Oh, Zycu just vanished off the face of the earth.
I turned away and then he just disappeared. Where'd he go?
This is
Anyways,
a great question. So something that we're going to be doing with this season 2 is we're going to get a little bit more of a visual upgrade. As you might have seen, yeah, the couch just swallowed him whole. As you might have seen, we have been making some slight adjustments with like the addition of the chat, with the addition of our Discord and VR links, doing some little visual improvements, but we're going to do a huge visual overhaul. Welcome back, Zycu. The bun has returned. We're going to do a big visual overhaul.
Yippee.
I'm going to have to yank him back up because he doesn't know how to do it. Invite to speak. There you go. We're going to do a big visual overhaul.
Hey, so quick update. Courtesy of this winter storm, my power has just went out.
Your power went out.
My goodness.
Ooh, no, I'm gonna be next.
This is so sad.
We heard a loud explosion and then it just.
Oh gosh.
Now the power's gone.
An explosion?
Oh, that's horrifying.
Are you sure that was because of the cold?
Yep, pretty sure a transformer just went.
Oh.
That's rough. Well, welcome with Zycu from the phone.
It's been the last. Yeah, I'm phone Zycu. Hello.
Oh.
I could tell. You still sound pretty good.
Yeah, make sure you stay safe.
What phone you got?
I mean, I don't got nothing else going on now.
True.
Are we
Well, he was the flat was saying what phone
where
are you using?
we at in the podcast?
Yeah, what phone are you using, Zycu?
My telephone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that
of your
model.
phone.
That's a.
So he's like, your microphone sounds really good. He wants to know what kind of phone it is.
The Samsung Fold. Z Fold.
Ew, never mind. Keep going, Contra. I don't want to hear.
Okay.
Samsung. Oh, Samsung Fold superior in every way. Son.
I just heard a big boom. Sound like someone shot a gun. All right, moving on.
What the heck, bro? What? Explosions?
Explosions. Moving on. We're being attacked. So, season 2 of the podcast is going to be starting next episode, and we're going to be doing some visual overhauls of the way the UI looks in our little video here. We're gonna get a little different backdrop, maybe some new character profiles, and we were brainstorming some ideas of any changes we might want to make to our format. So if you have ideas of things you'd like to see us do a little differently, please let us know in the comments, or if you're in the chat live, we'd love to see your chats of things we could do. One of the ideas was actually
Or just
one
talk
that
to us.
yeah, or just talk to us. If you're in our Discord, you can just call us. Zycu. Oh, speaking of, if you are wanting to just call us and chat with us and join us in our gaming sessions, you can join us through our Discord, discord.gg/TVR, and our VR community, tvr.2006, as you can see on screen right now.
Yes, sirree, the plug.
The plug. Now, Zycu, you had an idea that you wanted to present for a season 2.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm like a little overstimulated at the minute with the
Okay.
it being dark in my room right now. And
Fair. Would you like me to say
can
it?
you help me out here?
Yeah.
Just give me a few words to jog my memory.
Yeah. So you were thinking the Reddit versus news.
Oh yeah. So we can start reviewing some posts that are being posted in r/virtual reality. A lot of our news that we get already comes from r/virtual reality. So I think it would be a good idea to just have a segment where we're actively kind of looking at different Reddit posts and just kind of reacting to it. There's a lot of really good content on there, from video content of things that people are doing to things that people are
Memes.
talking about, and it'd just be a lot of really good talking points. And I think it'd be a good idea for season 2 to have a segment every once in a while, just kind of scrolling through Reddit together.
Okay.
Oh, so that's where we get those topics. I usually just look on r/VR chat and see what people are complaining about or talking about.
There you go.
Yeah.
You get a behind the scenes look of how we get our news. Yeah. So
That's one of the sources.
yeah, my idea is a visual upgrade, because I'm always looking to improve my visual stuff, and right now it looks okay, but I could do better. So gonna do some retakes of our little avatar things. And we're gonna look at retaking
We're gonna move
the
out of this
backdrop.
dusty old room.
Yeah, we're moving out of this dusty room. This little jank gray everywhere. We're gonna get some nice visuals behind
too
us.
dull.
And we'll see how that works out for us and see what we can do. I'm looking forward to that, and very excited. I also have had thoughts. We have all had thoughts of doing one of our podcast episodes, or a couple of our podcast episodes, in VR. So we will see if that's an avenue we wish to take at some point.
We're going to look at different pros and cons for something like that, as well as what the setup would have to look like. Will there be a live audience? If there's a live audience, how do we prevent the live audience from interrupting?
Yeah.
A lot of details would have to go into that, and it's a lot of planning. Lots
For
of planning.
sure. I just had an idea.
Who knows?
Brainstorming.
Maybe one day we'll just be in VR.
Yeah.
Brain blast.
I mean, I had a brain blast right in this exact moment. Thank you, Jimmy Juntron. And the thought I had is I could be in the Discord with all of us in the VR, use the stream camera, and then stream that to the Discord while I'm streaming it to the software I'm using for recording. And then use that.
We can also stream ourselves cameras, our own camera feeds, and then forward those signals to you for your OBS.
Very true. Very true.
Flat cam.
Well, if I did this, I definitely would have the ability to switch between different views. So it would be like I can pan to just your face if you're the one talking primarily, and then switch over to Zycu if he's the one talking primarily, and then switch back out to the whole view if it's us, kind of going back and forth. That way it's more active. I've thought about doing that for the video podcast like this as well, but we'll see. Mm-hmm. That might be an idea I do to make it even more interesting. There's so many opportunities.
But season 2 coming soon.
But season 2 in 2 weeks. We have 2 weeks to figure all this out.
In 2 weeks, in 2 weeks. I can't believe it. It came here so fast.
I know.
Oh my
Just
god.
a week away. I mean, just 2 weeks away.
Just 2 weeks away. Season 2, just 2 weeks away. I can't believe it. But yeah, great stuff. Well, like we always do, we finish our podcast off by talking about a game that we love. So, who would like to go first?
Yes. Oh, come on, Contra. I know you want to go first. I know you want to speak about a game that has been on your mind since you were born.
Well, I'm glad you didn't call me that old. So, let me...
Dang, I should have called him older.
Let me pull up this trailer real quick. Oh my goodness. Who put this stupid intro on this video? They decided to...
I don't know.
Oh my god, it's like 10 whole seconds long. Anyway, let me switch over to this. And then I will also share this in the Discord because Discord does not allow you to put the audio from your camera. Let's do... yeah. And then we'll go back to this. So my game is Peggle. If you've never played Peggle before, that's fair. It's old as shit. As you can probably see by the visuals.
It's actually very, very fun.
But I'm telling you right now, this game is so addicting and so much fun. Basically,
Bro's on his Doug arc.
I'm on my Doug arc. If you've watched Doug, you've seen this video. I played this before, Doug. I was cool.
Dang, okay.
But basically, it's a game where you get a certain number of balls, and you gotta hit them around on these pegs. If you've ever heard of pachinko, it's basically pachinko, but you have specific pegs you have to hit in order to win the round. And each one makes a different pattern, and your goal is to knock them all out. You have different characters, which give you different powers. Oh, I forgot I can put it on loop. So you get different characters with different powers. Now you get to see the trailer intro. No! So different power-ups. There's a power that makes you... So if you hit a green peg, it'll give you a power-up. One of the power-ups makes it so you have multiple balls. One of the power-ups turns your ball into a giant fireball from a dragon that just blasts through them in a straight line. And your goal is to get all the orange pegs before you run out of balls. Now, something that I was working on, and I sadly have lost my progress and will have to start all over again on, was becoming Peggle Master, which is where you hit all pegs on all boards with the amount of balls you have, and not just the orange ones. I was like 3 maps away from finishing that.
I see, that's going to be hard.
That is a super challenge. I was 3 maps away from being Peggle Master, and now I got to redo it all over again. Big sad. But this is a really fun game. It's really low intensity, really easy to run on literally anything. I think it was designed back in 2003 or something. So if you have a computer from 2001, you might be in trouble. But otherwise, you should be okay. But yeah, great game. I love that game. And then Flat, you.
I can say just by playing a few rounds of it, it is truly addicting. It plays a lot like one of those phone games, but there's no annoying ads, no like buy stuff from us in your face.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can go to my game.
Yeah.
So the game that I wanted to recommend is a game very similar to another game. So if you have ever played Slay the Spire, that is kind of what this is, but it is it's got a Toho skin on it. So I love Toho. I've been in the Toho like fandom for like, I don't know, like 8 years or so. I also love card games and deck building games. And I love Slay the Spire, but it is old. It is an old game. And so I found a game that basically combines the two. And it is so good. It is an updated system, so it's not just you're not just like just playing Slay the Spire. It is a updated system that uses a whole different set of mechanics. There's several characters too in it, and they not recently, like I think a couple months back, in October of last year. They released the Steam Workshop, and people are already going crazy in the Steam Workshop, releasing so many mods. But just to make it real simple, it's just a Slay the Spire game that is Toho kind of skinned, and it is very, very well made. If you like Slay the Spire, you will love this game.
Hell yeah. Card building games are always really cool.
Heck yes.
I think I recommended a card building game in one of the past podcasts, so
You did actually. You recommended what is it, Balatro?
Oh yeah, Balatro was one, and I think I also recommended Ring of Pain, which was another card building game. So
Oh yeah,
I'm
that
definitely a
is
fan of
one,
that
yeah.
genre. And some Toho characters are cute. There's some good ones in there. Tupper.
They're cool. I know all of their first and last names because I'm that into Toho.
Yeah, Tupper was actually a fan of that as well, and one of his models was originally designed after Cerno from Toho. That's a very cool, very cool thing. And then Zycu, are you able to speak?
Yes.
All right. You want to talk about your game that you found?
I sure do. So, if any of you are Rick and Morty fans, there's this actually really fun game. You may have seen some imagery on YouTube. I know I've seen a lot of YouTube Shorts. That's how I found the game. It's called High on Life. Essentially, it's a very comical styled game. And yes, the people who made Rick and Morty made this game, at least the story wise and the voices. So you hear a lot of the familiar voices. It's not based in the Rick and Morty universe, or it could be because you know how complicated that show is if you
Oh,
are a
for
fan of
sure.
it. But High on Life has a lot of different weapons that you can have with different personalities, and you kind of spend your time trying to figure out what to do. And without spoiling too much, I want to say that in this game, you find yourself in a situation to where you have to help a friend that may or may not be the weapon that you first find, kind of uh, handle a gang problem. And throughout the entire thing, you're dealing with funny encounters that you would expect from the creators of Rick and Morty. You're dealing with enemies of all kinds. The story itself is actually pretty involved, and I highly recommend it if you enjoy a good RPG styled game, FPS shooter style. Um, they have pretty much kind of like a leveling system where if you get enough points, you can go and buy upgrades for your weapons, and there's just a lot to do, and the story is good. So if you like good story, try out High on Life. Big recommend.
Hell yeah. I've seen a lot of
I just
YouTube
don't think I
videos of
have high
this.
enough IQ to understand it though.
Oh, I don't think you need high IQ for
What?
this one.
Oh no, not at all.
Your primary weapon that you use talks to you. It literally has a face on the back of it. I've seen
Yeah, I know. I
clips.
saw.
If you're a fan of Rick and Morty, you're gonna love this game. I'll just say that.
Yeah. For all you Rick and Morty fans out there. All right. Well, thank you both for recommending some good games out there. It's always good to see the new stuffs. And that will be it for this episode of the podcast. Ran a little longer than usual, but we had a lot of good things to say and interesting to say about that Phantom Sense. So
yeah, we
The
did.
final episode of season 1.
Yeah, the final episode of
We're
season
going to season 2,
one.
This is
baby.
the finale.
This has been a very fun adventure for season 1. Lots of learning, lots of mistakes made, lots of little nuances fixed, and I think
like recording a whole episode
every
with
step
no
of the way
audio.
is a great experience.
Yeah.
So cheers to season 1, and season 2 will be even better.
Yeah, here's to another wonderful season. Let's go, boys.
All right, everyone. If you're in the chat, go ahead and say goodbye, and then I will give a good little stop there. Thank you all for coming.
Not before you say the plug.
Oh, one more time on the plug. Yes. While you guys are saying goodbye, we would love to have anyone who's listening to the podcast come hang out with us and experience some good fun in VR. If you're new to VR or you're veterans in the VR, it does not matter. We are always here for you. You can join us through our Discord. That's where most of our events are posted. We're always hanging out. You can always join on people who are in the VCs. That is discord.gg/TVR. And if you'd like to hang out with us in VR, we also have a VR group that is tvr.2006, or you can just search ToadilyVR. I don't think anyone in the VR community has that exact same name, so
Yippee.
it is
Totally
going to
VR
be
podcast is recorded
great.
in front of a live audience of the Totally VR community.
Yes, yes. You can also be joining us here in the chat and get to have your
And
voice
asking
and
us
words on the
questions.
screen.
Or sending memes that I can laugh at.
Yes. All right. You guys have a great one, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
See ya.
For season 2.